Welcome back to the FIL World Lacrosse Championships in Dick's Sporting Goods Park here in Commerce City, Colorado. I'm Jeff Williams for CoachesAid.com. Great matchup here. Still in pool play as we make our way to the championships later on this week. First up here this morning on field number 4, we'll have Scotland. Scotland wearing the all white and the dark navy blue numbers. They'll be taking on Latvia. Latvia wearing the maroon and white stripe and white numbers. Scotland won yesterday afternoon rather handily. And they'll look to maintain their winning ways here against Latvia. Coaches will make the pregame handshake there as we get things set to go here. Scotland had found a local bagpiper here in the Denver area that came in and played for them while they were warming up, and then played the national anthem for them, which was pretty awesome. If you want to follow along with all the action here, the FIL World Lacrosse Championships, you can do so on social media. Twitter at WorldLax2014, or use the hashtag WorldLax. Also, at WorldLax2014 will help you out on the Instagram front, and WorldLax2014 for Facebook. You can follow along via social media if you're unable to be here and you're unable to watch all the games. Scotland, one of the older teams that we've seen here. We've seen a lot teams with a pretty good mix of younger and older players, but a lot of younger players in Scotland. A lot of guys in their 20s, not too many guys in their teens. A lot of teams are filling spots with a lot of younger players, but Scotland appears to be a little bit older, a little bit deeper, so we'll see how far that will carry them here in the 2014 World Lacrosse Championships. Plenty of action throughout the day. Another very, very busy day. Some games have been moved around, and they've had to be rescheduled as a result of the ugly weather we've had the last couple of late afternoon, early evenings. And according to the weatherman, we can expect more of the same this afternoon. We're going to get things going here now with our opening face-off. Stefan Wylo Slosky for Scotland, number 77. This one taken away, though, by Latvia. That's number 18. Bear with me. Make my best effort to pronounce these names. Latvia now, the first attack of the game here. Out top there, that's number 21, Shapenko. And never mind that whistle. That's an inadvertent whistle coming from the scorer's table. He will play through. Good shot there. That went off the stick of number 18, the goalie, Ethan Harris. Ethan had a good beat on that one. Latvia will maintain possession. Eli Lazda, number 42. Latvia working it around. This is number 5 on the attack, Riley Lazda. And this one handled by the Scottish goalie. And now Scotland goes on the attack. Some substitutions are made. Slipping and falling. They're a little bit wet this morning. That's Cal Buchanan, midfielder. Gets it across now. Scotland loses it there in the attack zone, and back comes Latvia. This is number 17, David Salter. Finds Riley Lazda at midfield, and now Riley gets across. It's Carlos Trancalis and number 25, Edgars Permalis. Latvia gets all their substitutions made. Now they'll go about the task of finding a hole in the Scottish defense. We've seen a couple of big slips here so far, and that may be due to the fact that this field has seen a great deal of moisture in the last 48 hours. 36 hours, really. Scotland back on the attack. That's Hal Jones, number 60. We're going to have a offsides. Scotland coaches arguing the call, but to no avail. Latvia will take over. Edgars Tateris, number 23, gets it going. Now into the far corner. 55, that's Christopher Zarens. On the attack, it hasn't even get poked away. Scooped up there by number 19 for Scotland, Kyle Buchanan. Now ahead, this is number 15. The defenseman driving in, good pass. And fighting the back of the net, Doug Freeman with the assist. And it didn't quite get a number on the gentleman who scored the goal. We'll get that momentarily, though. 58 on the goal. There's no 58. So Wyroslawski will face off. He's there. He's the face-off man for Scotland. This one, an infraction, and Latvia will take over. Eli Lanza jockeying for position, trying to post up the Scottish defenseman, looking for an angle. Can't find it. We'll have a penalty now, as it looked like perhaps the Scottish defender on the smaller Latvian may have gotten the stick up a little high into the head, and that's going to draw a flag every time. And that is the case. We will have a penalty. Matt McGrady will do some time here. 1 minute for cross-checking. So Latvia will be a man up here. Latvia looking for a window here. Lazda winding up, but elects not to shoot. Around the horn now, back to the top, but Lazda's shoot. His shot goes high and left of the goal. Number 5, Riley Lazda. Turnover now.
10, 9, 8.
Scotland with it, trying to get it out of their own end, and a wide open empty net, and Latvia could not capitalize. A couple of point-blank shots there, and they could not get it in the net, and now we'll have a turnover. Scotland will take over. Hal Jones with it now. Gets it ahead. Another score. 51, I believe, is who they... 56 on the goal. That's Jimmy McBride. And Ryan Sage will get credit for the assist. Back to the faceoff we'll go. Waroslawski for Scotland. And that's number 73. No, maybe not. 13. Roland Zamanis for Latvia. And there's the whistle. Jockeying begins. And Slosky comes away with it, but another infraction. Latvia will take the face-off and go on the attack. Stubelniks. That's Stabulin. That's my mistake. Latvia working their perimeter here, trying to find an angle on this Scottish defense. Had a couple of wide open looks last time down, but couldn't, with an empty net even, couldn't capitalize. As we sit here with 12:20 or 12:15 to go, Scotland with a 2-0 lead. Physicality there goes unchecked, and this not gonna get a penalty. Big shot there on the goalie, as Harris trying to help out defensively and scoop that up. Took a big shot. Scotland able to handle it momentarily, and there we've got Six not really playing the ball, trying to knock the Scottish defender off. Ryan Sage with it now, pushing it in to the attacking zone. Sage will pull it out, wait for substitutions, and the right personnel grouping here. Dan Highway. Back to Matt Carey, number 55. And down into the near corner. Behind the crease it goes. This is Sage looking for something. He fires one and gets it through the wickets there. That one between the legs of the Latvian goaltender, Gutmanis. Sage. Probably call that one unassisted. So it is Ryan Sage now with a goal and an assist here early on for Scotland. 3-0. 10.5 to go here in the first quarter. This time, Scotland comes away with the face-off. Flipped ahead at midfield there and ran down by Rasham Penisar. Latvia able to get it back in some very physical play here. And Latvia gonna have possession. Latvia on the goal line now, starting to work it around. This is Zeps, number 18. Shot there, misses. And there we go. A little sign of life here from Latvia as they're able to snap the scoring streak of the Scots. Check that. That's 18 red. That's Gaddis Zeps with the goal for Latvia. Three to 1, just over 9 to play here. And we've got a timeout. While we've got a timeout, we'll have the treat of having a bagpipes playing in the background. And this timeout will be brought to you by Groove Toyota Subaru Mazda Ford, located in Inglewood and Centennial, and 24/7 on GrooveAuto.com. Experience the power of yes at Groove Auto. Also, big thanks to Applebee's. To those that hunger for real, Applebee's is the favorite neighborhood restaurant where you come as you are to connect with those important in your life. Connecting over food and beverage you love every day. So see you tomorrow for the freshest flavors this side of the neighborhood. Big thanks to Applebee's, and as well as The Groove Automotive Dealers, Toyota, Subaru, Mazda, and Ford, being a big part of what we've got going on here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park all week long. This will be concluding again next Saturday with the championship, crowning a champion in the FIL World Lacrosse Tournament here. It's been a lot of fun so far, getting to experience a lot of different cultures and seeing their traditions on display here in Commerce City, Colorado has really been a treat. A lot of fun. Skyland breaks their huddle first, and we'll head back onto the field and get this game back underway. Just 79 officials on hand for all of these games they're rotating through, so they're putting in a lot of pretty serious time over this week and a half period as well. It's going to be Lazda, Riley Lazda, facing off for Latvia against Wyroslavsky, who's the face-off specialist for Scotland. And he rolls the hands over, and that was poked away, but gathered up by Latvia. And now Riley Lazda, after the face-off, goes on the attack, pushing it deep into the Scottish zone, fires one there that goes wide. Latvia will maintain possession on the end line. Now they'll go about the task of working it around the perimeter. Now in behind the crease there goes the Latvian player. That's number 42, Eli Lazda. Couple of Lazdas on this squad. Good defense there. Now we're going to have a whistle and a flag. We'll wait a moment here to get the official call on what the penalty is going to be. It's going to be a slash, it would appear, on number 40. Nope. Check that. On number 15 for Scotland. That's Doug Freeman. Big defenseman. .7:40 to play here in the first quarter. Latvia on the attack, trailing by 2 goals here, 3-1. Around the perimeter they'll go. Here's a lot of shot flipped to the net, but that's going to be Scottish ball. As great hustle there. I believe that's number 1, Nye Gordon for Scotland. The heads-up play, getting his stick out and making sure that Scotland got that turnover. Now number 22 dumped on his back behind his own goal. That's Troy Kotcher. Catcher. I mispronounced that. So we'll have the penalty here on the Latvian Eli Lazda, number 42. And now Scotland on the attack. Seems to be a wide open net there. Scotland unable to take advantage. I'm not sure what's going on here. Latvia does have the ball, though. They have possession. It's very difficult for me to see the action, so bear with me. I'm staring through the group of volunteers who are here helping keep score, and also through the respective players' benches, trying to see the action. So it tends to be a little bit difficult for me to see everything. On top of that, I've got a rather short leash on my headset here, so I can't wander too far to get a better angle. Latvia trying to get it out of their own end, being harassed by Scotland. Now they do get it. Now Latvia can't. They can't gather it. This is number 51 for Scotland, Reese Jeffrey. Dan Hayway on, number 11 for Scotland. We have another penalty now. This will be Salter serving the time for Latvia. Scotland now on the attack again. A little, I don't know if Scotland needs to wake up a little bit. Both these teams a little groggy getting going this morning. A lot of mistakes. Scotland doing a great job, though, of moving the ball. Good, crisp, clean passes, and there's a shot. That one sails wide, though. Wide right and out of play. Scottish player is nearest. No. Yes, that is correct. Down in the corner where I'm unable to see. That shot there fired. Matt Carey goes out of play, misses wide. Carey back again, jumping and shooting. And this time, finding the back of the net. So Matt Carey with the goal unassisted. Scotland pushes the margin back to 3 goals. Latvia just able to muster one goal here. Just about 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Back to the face-off. This will be Riley Lazda and Waroslavsky for Scotland. Lazda for Latvia. Penalties have expired and back to even strength for both squads. Waroslavsky wins that one, flips it ahead, and it'll be gathered up by Penisar. Scotland making the personnel changes. This will be Jesse Fair. He'll send it down into the near corner. Vickers thought about ducking in behind the crease, but thought better, and back around it goes. Now on the far side, stutter step there. That's number 19, Kyle Buchanan. Nice move there from Kyle. Now 5-1 in favor of the Scots. Just outside of 2 minutes to play here in the first period. Latvia trying to find an answer in the play in the face-off circle. They'll send number 23 out there this time. That's Edgars Tartaris. And a whistle, and ball start. And Waroslavsky, when he doesn't win them, he tends to cause an infraction, and Latvia gets them. So, kind of his own worst enemy in the face-off today. Round behind the goal they go. Latvia looking for a shot. This is Trenkalis, number 28, with it. Perales, 25 now on the attack. Being harassed rather heavily there from Ryan Sage. Ryan getting it done with a goal and assist. So getting it done on both ends of the field for Scotland. That shot went sailing wide, and actually they're going to say that's a turnover. The official nearest the scorer's table here is going to say, oh no, he's going to He's going to change his mind. Well, now we'll get a timeout, and the officials will get together to make sure they get this right. They had conflicting ideas of what they saw. So it is Scotland ball. They're going to say that was not a shot, that was a pass, an errant pass. So turnover here. As Scotland will now face the task of trying to get it out of their own end. And so far now they're able to get it to midfield. This is number 22 on the run here, Troy Catcher. Catcher flips it. You hear the Scottish bench asking them to hold it. Make sure we get the last shot here now with 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. And this is going to be number 11 here as time expires. And it missed. So the shot there from Danny Hayway. Off the mark. Yeah, that'll do it for the first period. We'll step aside, take a quick break, back with the second quarter right after this on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back here to the 2014 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. Dick's Sporting Goods Park here in Commerce City, Colorado. Jeff Williams along with you here on field number 4 for CoachesAid.com. After one quarter of play, Scotland on top of Latvia 5-1. And it really has been all Scotland on the offensive end thus far. And this time Latvia, Lazda finds a way to steal away the face-off there from Wyroslavsky. And if you're just joining us, Scotland wearing the all white and blue numbers. Latvia with maroon and white numbers and the white stripes down the side. Latvia left to right. Now we've got a turnover. Scotland taking it back the other way. A good defensive play there. That's number 47, Matt McGrady. Matt gets it down deep into the Latvian zone, but now we've got another turnover, and they're saying going back the other way here. So a bit sloppy from both teams, to say the very least, here this morning. Could be an early morning game, a little groggy. We'll see if they wake up a little bit and start to tighten things up.
18:56 on the penalty.
So it was not a and that turnover was a penalty, as Christopher Zarens will do some time here, and there's a shot and a score. And I believe I'm hearing number 14. Did we get a confirmation on who scored the goal? I believe they said it was 14, which would be Jordan McBride. Was it 14 that scored the goal? We're going to go with 14. We're going to give it to Jordan McBride because that's what I heard initially. I can't confirm it, but that's what we're going to run with. So Wyroslavsky facing off this time. Terrace. As the Zarens penalty about to expire, Scotland is on the attack. So we'll have a back to full strength here. Buchanan looking to fire, but thought wisely of it. Didn't really have much of a shot there. Now in behind the crease. Back out front, that shot goes wide. And they're going to say that was not a shot, it was a pass, and so turnover. So the defensive changes are made here for both squads, as the customary after the change of possession. This is number 17 for Latvia with some pretty good moves there. That's David Salter. David gets it down into the attack zone, and now he jogs off. Stavadelics checks in for Latvia. Make sure I pronounce that correctly. I may not have. Stabulin. Latvia not really having much of an answer for this Scottish defense, as that shot was maybe more out of frustration than anything from Crastons. And then Scotland gathers the rebound. Well, they'll try to get it out of their own end. Now at midfield, Jesse Fair gets it across for Scotland. We'll have a delayed penalty here. Scotland will try to get one before play is whistled. And now we'll have the stoppage, and we'll get the particulars on the penalty. Will be on Latvia. And it does appear that it's going to be number 13. Slashing Zamanis, so he'll do a minute. Just over 15 to play here in the first half. Shot sailing wide. Back to gather it up. It's Matt Carey. Out to the point it goes and around. Back to the point. There's a shot coming from 56. Finding the net. Jimmy McBride, Jimmy's second goal. 56, and there may have been an assist there. I would have credited Danny Hayway with the assist on that one. So the penalty has expired as soon as play resumes. Latvia will go back to full strength. We've got a false start there now. Is this time in the playoff circle for Scotland? It was Reece Jeffrey. So Latvia now on the attack. Kind of a slow attack here as they wait for substitutions. Shot there for number 18. Got it, Zeps. Got us with the lone goal for Latvia. So far, had a good shot there, a good look at it, but sailed the ball left to the mouth of the goal, and there's a good stop there out front from Ethan Harris. Goal minder for the Scottish national team. Now this one flipped across field there. Is Latvia doing a good job pressuring the Scottish team after a turnover in their own end, making it very difficult for them to get the ball out. Which you might not think is much of a big deal, but that much extra energy put into things could pay off dividends for Latvia down the stretch. Scotland holding the ball now, waiting for substitutions to be made. Hayway back around top to Carey. Carey being patient. Now he gathers himself, and he'll go on the attack and flips it over. And a nice little bouncing shot there for number 24. That's Ian Vickers. Credit Matt Carey with the assist. Vickers, a student at Simon Fraser University. His current team. There's a win for Scotland on the face-off. As Rasham Panisar being harassed mightily by the Latvian defense and had to go way deep into their own end to try to clear a little space to get it out. And now they are back ahead. This is Panisar who mishandles it, able to gather it though. And he'll give it up to Jesse Fair. Fair to Buchanan. And back across the perimeter, they'll go with it to the far side now. This is Fair. Good job by Latvia every time Scotland takes a run at it. They seem to be able to cut them off. We'll have a penalty. I believe this is going to be a cross check on the Latvian player, number 28, Trenkalis. So Trenkalis will do a minute for the cross check. And Scotland with a man up here. And a 7-goal lead here, 8-1, with 9:44 to go in the first half. Scotland goes about the task of working it around the perimeter. Now back behind the crease, out front. Underhanded shot there off the stick of Jordan McBride. And I believe that assist came from behind the goal, Matt Carey. So 15 seconds left here on the penalty. And most likely, so as soon as this face-off goes, we'll be back to full strength. As soon as someone gathers and gains possession here, that is. And Scotland able to gather it. Good move there from Kyle Buchanan. As big Edgar Spermalis, number 25, coming off the bench for Latvia, had a beat on him. This is Ryan Sage now for Scotland. Looking for an angle. He'll take off. Spin move, and he'll give it up. Nothing there. Nice work by the Latvian defense. Oh, good shot there from Jimmy McBride, but it sailed wide. It sailed just a little bit high. It may have, the Latvian goaltender may have gotten his stick on it. Steered it away. And it's going to be Cal Buchanan. Now, pair of goals for Buchanan, and Team Scotland will get a timeout here. 7:31 to play here in the first half. While we've got a moment during this timeout, live basil pizza. It's a whole new way to eat pizza, custom made for you right before your eyes in less than 4 minutes. 5 Denver locations, so stop by today. And also, La Sandia is a Mexican eatery and taquileria by acclaimed chef Richard Sandoval, where guests can enjoy an array of authentic specialties as well as their year-round festivals that celebrate Sandoval's Mexican heritage. Located at 8340 Northfield Boulevard in Denver, Colorado. Stop by today, not far from where we sit here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Again, Jeff Williams for CoachesAid.com, bringing you live action of the FIL World Lacrosse Championships. Team USA, I think, is widely accepted as the overwhelming favorite to take another world title. But still a great deal to be decided between now and next Saturday. Team USA handled Canada much the same fashion they handled Australia last night. They played Canada in the opening game of this tournament. Kind of off to a slow start, but then as the game wore on down the stretch, Team USA began to pull away and treated the Aussies much the same way last night. So some folks, a lot of the teams around the complex here getting a lot of buzz. The Iroquois Nation is on the tip of everyone's tongue. They were absent from this tournament last year. It was 4 years ago. Back this year, though, and gaining a lot of buzz with how well they've played here early on. So I have yet to get an opportunity to see them play, but really looking forward to that at some point this week. Out of the timeout, again, 7:31 to play here in the first half. Scotland with an 8-goal lead, 9-1 over Latvia. Poked back. And a good effort there from Latvia. Now ahead. A bit of an errant pass, but now corralled there back in midfield. That's Buchanan. Buchanan with it again here. He's going to give it up to Panisar, who thought about going, but puts on the brakes and gives it back to Buchanan as they get everybody set here to go on the attack. Maybe eat up a little bit of this clock with an 8-goal lead here. 6:37 left to play in the first half. This is number 13 on the attack, Jesse Fair. Back to Fair now. He goes underhanded and finds the net. So Jesse Fair with an underhanded goal.
Time is 6:19 on the goal, 6:19.
Didn't quite get the opportunity to see if there was an assist on that. It looked like perhaps it's going to be unassisted as Jesse had to make a series of moves to get himself freed up there. And then goes underhanded to beat the Latvian goaltender. That's Gutmanis. Jesse Fair, currently playing for the Westminster Salmon Bellies. Former Duke and Harvard University player here in the States. Of course, when you're talking college lacrosse in the United States, Duke is a powerhouse team that always gets talked about. So Salter's going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty, 1 minute. So a man up for Scotland here with 4:46 to go in the first half. And a 9-goal lead. Like to make that double digits here when they've got the man advantage. And this one poked away by the Latvian defense and gathered up by number 13, Zalmanis. Has to turn back to try to find a way out. And now misplayed there by number 19. Looked like Scotland was going to gather it up, but unable to do so is number 55, Matt Carey. And Latvia back with it now, and back behind their own goal they go. Trying to find some room. Just a few seconds left now on the penalty, so Scotland unable to take advantage of the extra man. But now giving Latvia all they can handle, trying to get it out of their own end. Now Latvia working it around behind the goal there. I think they've got the personnel they want. They'll go on the attack here. Bear with us for having a bit of a... Latvia finally breaking up the scoring drought as they saw Scotland score 3 straight before scoring their first goal. And then Scotland has scored 7 straight since then, and now I believe it was numbers 24, I believe. Abolins scored the goal. Two to 10 now. And Latvia takes it. Big swing there from... Now we'll have a penalty, and this will be on Scotland. Oh, another one. We've got a pair of flags now on the ground from different officials. We'll sort this out real quick here as we're just outside of 2 minutes to play in a game. I'm sorry, in the first half. So 2 minutes on Doug Freeman as he got 2 illegal body checks on that play. So he'll do them both, and he'll be doing them consecutively. So 2 minutes for the remainder of the first half here. Latvia is going to have an extra man as we are now under 2 minutes to play. Latvia is showing a little bit of life there offensively. And now maybe with an extra man here for the remainder of the half, they can get something going here, get a little momentum going into halftime as they say that, they turn it over. But good work there trying to get it back, and they do get another goal. And he frustrated Ethan Harris for Scotland, slamming his stick on the ground, not happy. Thought there was a great defensive play made, but they couldn't clear it. And a heads-up play from Latvia. You get a number on that last goal?
Time and the goal? Time on goal, 1:28. They're at 1 minute.
Latvia now down by 8. 11-3.
30 seconds and time.
Another penalty flag now coming up against Scotland. Nice effort there and a good save. It wasn't that was Buchanan in front of the net to put that one in, and now that's going to do it. The clock will expire here before our play gets reset. So that's going to do it for halftime. Scotland with an 11-3 commanding lead over Latvia. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with second half action right here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back here to Commerce City, Colorado at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in the FIL World Lacrosse Championships. I'm Jeff Williams for CoachesAid.com. Getting ready to start the second half here. This matchup between Scotland and Latvia. Scotland all over Latvia in the first half, 11-3. Yeah, we're still in pool play here. And working our way toward next Saturday in a championship matchup. Who will it be? Well, we'll have to find out. A lot of folks think it'll be Team USA. Most likely. Been a very dominant team here in international play. This is Latvia on the attack. That's Lattice. I'm sorry, Lazda. My mistake. Riley Lazda, number 5. Shot goes, is skewed out of bounds. Scotland will have the ball now. In behind to Harris, the goaltender. And we had a penalty here. It was number 47 doing some time. That's Matt McGrady. The penalty's expired. And now ball turned over in the Latvian end, and Lazda able to gather it up and send it forward. McGrady back onto the field. Missed an opportunity to get it back for Scotland. Now we've got another loose ball. This time McGrady does get it, and we've got a penalty. Scotland had too many long poles on the field. And Tom Loke will come over. 32nd. So there'll be a 30-second illegal procedure call.
Hey, Rocky. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
and we've got another turnover now on the attack. That's McGrady with it. The defenseman taking it into the midfield. Has it poked away by the Latvian player. Didn't get a number on that guy. But Latvia able to corral it in their own end, and now they'll turn and burn and head back the other way. Shapenko coming off for Latvia. Zemanis, number 13, jogs on. Riley Lattice, one of Latvia's more active players on the offensive end, coming off to get a quick break. Latvia now with the personnel they want will go on the attack. 55 in behind the net. Ooh, that one poked away. McGrady got a stick on that pass, but it was handled by number 13, Zemanis, and Zemanis quickly fired it and beats Ethan Harris for the goal. I think we'll probably end up, I don't know if you credit the opposing player. McGrady got his stick on the pass and sent it the other direction. And a heads-up play there by Zemanis. So 11-4 now. Still a rather large deficit for Latvia here. Scotland with it now. McGrady back in his own end with the long pole. He'll flip it over to the goaltender, Ethan Harris. Ethan will come out of ways, try to find a angle there. Nye Gordon with it, heading across midfield. And he gives it up to Buchanan. Buchanan waiting for the substitutions. In behind the crease, now swinging to the near side, back to the point. This is Panesar, number 8 for Scotland. Near side on the wing here, that's number 13. Jesse Fair with an assist and a goal so far today. Fair gonna go on the attack here. And tries to flip it to teammate McBride, but McBride couldn't handle it. And now Latvia back the other way. Had some pretty intense heat and a lot of high humidity, which is really uncharacteristic for this part of the world this time of year. So as the day wears on and the day gets hotter, you'll start to see more of the officials stepping in and intervening and making it mandatory, just stopping the clock, taking a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, and making sure these players hydrate. It is starting to heat up out here as the field on the temperature begins, or the temperature on the field rather begins to rise. Chauteris, number 23, looking for a window there, couldn't find it. And there's number 25, Edgar Permalis. Edgars finds the back of the net, and he's able to beat Harris. So it was all Scotland in the first half, and so far here to start the third quarter, it's been all Latvia. So Permalis cuts the lead now to 7. Face-off. Looked like it was initially going to be won by Scotland, but Permalis scoops it up for Latvia, and here he comes at midfield, now into the attacking zone. It's number 55, that's Christopher Zarens. Zarens gives it up in the near corner to number 42, Eli Lazda. Lazda goes on the attack, has it poked away by McGrady. And Lazda rather turns it over. And here comes Scotland back on the attack. This is 44, Sage. You hear groans from the Scottish bench there. They're a little disappointed to see that one. A good opportunity there, kind of squandered. Do have it back. At the point is number 51, who rips one low. Reese Jeffrey doesn't get through, but we've got a stick flying in the air, and now the ball into the net, into the got a new goaltender in there for this Latvian squad. That's Kristaps, rather. Latsis. I'm working on my pronunciations. They're not there yet, but we're getting better. Latvia now on the attack. This is Shapenko. Zeps with it now on the near side. Now he stops and heads back toward the goal and flips one there. A good stop there is Harris, able to turn it around, turn it away. And there's McGrady with it now. Back to Harris. And over to Freeman now. Go back cross field for McGrady, and McGrady's going to flip it ahead there. That's number 55, Matt Carey. Matt with a big day. Going a couple of assists, and there's a point-blank shot there from number 14, Jordan McBride. McBride now with a hat trick. Kind of got the sense there that Scotland. Scotland making a emphatic point there to get a score. So we've got an official's timeout here. I believe this is for rehydration purposes. Make sure these guys don't get too dried out. While we've got a moment, we'll tell you about some more of our terrific sponsors here. Perhaps we find the paperwork. There we are. Jackson's is a Denver tradition. For all those who visit the Mile High City, visitors from across the country return to Jackson's year after year to indulge in Colorado's most celebrated entertainment venue. And don't forget to pick yourself up and order wings while you're at Jackson. Stop by the location, 7939 East Arapahoe Road in Greenwood Village. And Heroes is your destination for classic Greek heroes. The fast and friendly service, you'll find a little piece of Greece right here in Denver. So stop in today and check out their great menu. They're located at 13698 East Iliff out there in Aurora, Colorado. And CPR, if you're cracked your iPhone, dropped your Droid, or set on your iPad, don't worry, they can fix it. They also sell quality used and refurbished cell phones, all available without any contract extensions or long-term commitments. CPR is your one-stop shop for all your cell phone and electronic needs. So stop in and see them today at 1531 Stout Street, Denver, Colorado. Give them a call, 720-508-8463. So after the officials' timeouts for everyone to get a drink and rehydrate, make sure everybody's safe and healthy. It's great that they do that. Gives us a moment to catch our breaths over here on this end too. We'll get back to action here. 10:20 and change now to play in the third period. 12-5 in favor of the Scottish national team. Latvia with still a lot of ground to make up, but we've seen them gain some momentum here, scoring 3 goals here in the first less than 10 minutes to start the third quarter, and only giving up just 1 to the Scots. So great start for this Scottish team, and we've got an infraction on the face-off. Scotland will take it, and this will be Buchanan with it now, waiting for the personnel changes. On the far wing, that's Buchanan. He'll toss it in behind the, side of the crease. Good save there, using the foot. That can't feel good, but selling out, making the save, was Latsis. Menaker off the bench, give the ball immediately. He'll send it down low, now behind the crease. This is Lazda. Back to Menaker. Menaker gonna take it and go, looking for a window. Buchanan harassing him all the way. Now they'll swing it. Stabelnu. Shot fired. It misses the mark. McGrady tried to scoop it up. Scoops it too high. And now we've got a scrum and a whistle. And I think somebody may have gotten a stick up near the head. Sticks were flying everywhere as there was a mad scrum for the ball. We'll get this one sorted out. 40. Zamanis is a little check, so was just a little bit overzealous. So he'll do a minute in the timeout chair, and we're going to have a clock stoppage here. Zamanis is the culprit. They just need to clarify that here at the scorer's table. So clock will restart, and we'll get going again here. Now Scotland with it. working around the perimeter now down to the far side. And back up top. And around they go. Just going to play a little catch here. Looks like now they'll mix up the direction they're going. This is number 11 at the point now to giving it up to 56, and he fires one. That's Jimmy McBride. Jimmy with a hat trick today. Penalty is over. Stopping the clock. Bit of confusion here in front of the scorer's table, but they've got it sorted out. Looks like we'll have, I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. And I can't see. There's some very towering Latvian players between me and the action out there. There's going to be a face-off here in the near corner. And 13 Latvia wins the face-off. That's Zamanis. Six and a half to go here in quarter number 3. On the far side, that's number 37, Mazarikovs. Mazarikovs has a rather impressive head of hair. As someone who doesn't have any hair, I'm always impressed when I see that much hair on one individual. A lot of dreadlocks coming out of the back of that helmet. Latvia back on the attack now. And that one misses. Eli Lazda. Looking for Buchanan out there. Just all over Zeps. Zeps trying to make something happen. And there's Lazda. That one stopped emphatically by Ethan Harris. And this is Nye Gordon going to bring it across down into the. Oh, has that one a little lackadaisical with the pass there, and the Latvian stick gets in the way to break it up. This is Ryan Sage trying to make something happen. He's being attacked by about 4 Latvian defenders, and we'll have a whistle now. As a timeout was called by Scotland. Heads up there by the coaching staff, realizing that Ryan Sage was in a lot of trouble with 4 Latvian players surrounding him. Wow, we've got a minute here. Soybu, check out the Soybu Difference Active Fashion, designed for your life. Their line is designed for all shapes and sizes because life's a workout. So check out Soybu at www.soybu.com. Also, Wow Events Denver assists nonprofits in bringing the wow factor to every event. They can help you reach your fundraising goals and make it a spectacular event, leaving a lasting impression on donors attending your event. So check them out at www.woweventsdenver.com. Trying to keep these players cool and hydrated is priority number 1 for the staff here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park and the folks putting this wonderful tournament on. Seeing them golf carts coming and going, filling water jugs, bringing ice bags, really understanding how important that is and staying on top of it. Really, for the most part, I can't, given the magnitude, 38 nations involved in this tournament, the organizers, I can't really say anything bad about the way things have gone thus far. Seem to have a wonderful group of volunteers who are all big fans of this sport and wanting to get things right in terms of scoring and a large number of officials. Oh, well, you say, I say a large number, 79. Given all the games that are being played here, maybe that's not such a very large number. Here's Scotland now on the attack on the far wing. There, that's number 56, ripping one at the net, missing. And this one corralled by the Latvian defense. Jimmy McBride firing one at the net for Scotland. This one scooped up. Doug Freeman. Doug is a big lad. Number 15 defenseman for Scotland. Danny Hayway, number 11, out on the point there for Scotland. Gives it up to Ryan Sage. Ryan got the scoring going today. Got a pair of goals and an assist. Scotland taking their time now. Now behind the crease it goes. That's Ryan Sage back in behind there. Making a decision here where he's going to go with it. And he finds his teammate Ian Vickers. Ian shot off a Latvian stick and out of bounds, and Latvia looked like the angle we had sure looked like Latvia touched that, but the official didn't have the same angle. And there will be some discussion here as Danny Hayway, the Scottish defender who was on it. So Scotland, after the discussion, Danny Hayway was right, and the Scots will take over here in the Latvian zone. Scotland getting things going here in the far corner. Matt Carey. When we're ready, we'll get things going. Matt will duck in behind the crease, make a move, and come back on the far side. It's turned away. Good save there. Oh, a fantastic effort there on the rebound. Got to the rebound on his own shot. That was Ian Vickers. Vickers gets a couple of shots there, but unable to get either one in. Jordan McBride, number 14. That's Buchanan on the far side, looking for room, and he's going to have to go a long way to get it as he gets it all the way back to midfield. And Panesar now looking to make a move. Peels back, gives it to Vickers. Vickers hell-bent on trying to get a goal here. He's working pretty hard there as that one goes off a Latvian stick wide, and they're going to say that was not a shot. I think it was a shot, just the defense there from the Latvians steered that one out of bounds. So turnover. Salter on the far side for Latvia will get things going. Inside of the minute to play here in the third quarter. Got to start to see maybe a little bit of urgency out of this Latvian squad as they're running out of time and opportunities. The 7-goal deficit they've got to make up. And it would appear Skyland going to be content to use as much of this clock as humanly possible, if not all of it. Just let this quarter expire. 7-point lead. Perhaps late they'll make an attempt. Charge the net, hopefully catch Latvia sleeping a little bit. And that's now Scotland turning it up a little bit offensively, trying to find a crease they can't. Oh, and that one a little too tall for Panesar. Looks like he would have had an opportunity, but time's going to expire. Scotland not going to have an opportunity. So big coup there for Latvia as they're able to thwart a late attempt there from Scotland, and that'll do it. So now, through 3, Scotland on top of Latvia, 12-5. We'll step aside and be back with fourth quarter action right here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back to fourth quarter action here on CoachesAid.com. I'm Jeff Williams, bringing you all the action of the pool play round here. Scotland and Latvia. Scotland all over Latvia, 12-5. Latvia doing a great job defensively, only yielding 1 goal to the Scots in that third period and picking up 3 of their own. So a lot more of that, maybe more often of that if they're going to get back in this. With 20 minutes to go in this matchup. Again, this pool play making our way toward a championship this coming Saturday evening. We'll see who's going to be. We've got Latvian coaches asking for a clarification here from the official, so we're not quite underway. We'll stop the clock after 1 second ticked off, and we'll get this cleared up. They will not, they'll put the 1 second back on, so. Not sure what the beef was, but the Latvian coaching staff very animated, wanting some answers. I gotta say, these officials in this particular matchup done a pretty outstanding job of taking the time to get together and making sure they get it right. So 24 red is going to do a illegal procedure penalty. It's Abulans. According to the pronunciation guide that I have here, I said that right, which is a feather in my cap today. Scotland now with a man up. And that one misplayed out top there by Danny Hayway. Danny lost because I have the ball and lost it. And a turnover. Now Latvia with it at midfield. Looking to make something happen here. That's number 13. Ronald Zalmas. Penalties expired. So we're back to even strength. Lasda to Lasda there. As we've got Eli and Riley for Latvia. This is Riley, number 5, looking for a little room there. Can't find it. Goes down on the far side there. Muscled away. Latvia throws that one out of bounds, and ooh. I'm not sure what the official was seeing there. But it's going to stay with Latvia. Really can't say enough about how well Ethan Harris has performed in goal for Scotland today. Hasn't been tested a lot, but certainly more saves than goals for him today. That's always a bonus. Scotland trying to clear it, but Not having a lot of luck, a lot of disbelief coming from the Scotland bench. That one gonna go out of bounds off of Scotland, so Latvia will take it. And Riley Lazda will get things going for the Latvians. Can't think of Latvia without thinking of Doc Brown in the DeLorean. Getting his uranium from the Latvians for time travel. Latvia now on the attack. Got to start firing some shots at Harris there, see if they can find a weak spot. There's a big shot there from Zarins, goes wide of the goal. Out to the point there. Number 27, he fires one, and this time Harris, he got a little bit of a stick on that one, steering it away. And now Scotland will pick it up and control it. And this is Harris, the goalie, with it, kicking it to Freeman. Freeman's pass is mishandled, but it's going to be, I thought it was going to be gathered up there by Latvia. Good pass there, number 56 behind the back. McBride. And there's a goal. Quick thinking heads-up play there, number 56, Jimmy McBride at midfield, just flips one behind his head, and the fast break was on. And it's going to be Jordan McBride. I've got Jordan for 4 goals today. So back to the face-off we'll go. Matt, check that. Reese Jeffrey will face-off for Scotland. I can't get a number on the Latvian player. Can't see it just yet. Tauteris for Latvia. And bodies flying, sticks flying as well. And we'll have a penalty flag, as what typically happens when sticks and bodies fly. Somebody steps in and throws a yellow hanky on the ground, and 46, Ben Matthews, immediately comes over and just has a seat in the timeout chair for Scotland. They're going to get Ben with the slash, so he'll do a minute. And Latvia will have a man up, which is something they need here. 5-13. They're 8 goals they've got to make up here, and they are running out of time to do it, as we're just now getting to about 14 and a half to play in the match. Good job there. Save for Harris as he gets his stick in front of that, steering it around the net. And you turn your back for 1 minute. So Red, the Latvian Riley Lazda, gets in the scoring column. And now a 7-goal margin. So we'll go back to the face-off circle. It'll be Riley Lazda in the face-off circle. And he'll be facing us against John Goodwin, number 34 for Scotland. We're starting to see Scotland work some guys in here late in the game that we haven't seen. We've got a false start, so Latvia will take over. And here comes Riley Lazda and the Latvians on the attack. Lazda at the point. He gives up down in the far corner to Eli Lazda. McGrady making life difficult for these Latvians defensively. Latvia certainly playing with a bit more intensity here as we're nearing the end of the game. A bit more urgency from them, which is I think important for them to get back in this one. They still have a great deal to overcome, and that one into the catching net of Ethan Harris. No harm, no foul. Buchanan's going to bring it down into the attack zone for the Scots. And he'll put a move on, and no shot, but a great pass. And the shot goes wide. Nope, does not go wide. It goes in. Oh, goodness. So McBride with yet another. And I've got McBride for 5, and we're going to credit Mr. Buchanan with an assist to go along with a pair of goals. So Virosovsky back at the face-off circle for the Scots, and we've got a false start, and Latvia will take over again. Scotland really, when they don't get that procedure penalty, they seem to win the face-offs, but they get that call more often than not, and Latvia ends up with the ball. And another example of that. Eight-goal margin, and we've got a turnover here. So good hustle there. Ben Matthews forcing that turnover, and now Scotland bringing it out of their end on the attack. Here comes Carey on the attack. He'll give it up on the wing. And that one poked away, but gathered up on the far side by McBride. McBride behind the crease. And is that a goal? It is a goal. A lot of Scotsmen in front of me. I can't see much of anything. So Matt Carey with a hat trick. And we'll take a pause for the cause as once again the officials weighing in and calling timeout, making sure everybody has the opportunity to rehydrate. While we do that, we may not get another chance to do this, so let's tell you about some more of our sponsors. Viasat. Viasat produces innovative satellite and other digital communication products that enable fast, secure, and efficient communications at any location. They bring today's new communication applications to people out of reach of terrestrial networks in both commercial and government sectors. With a variety of networking products and services. Big thanks to Viasat, WOW Events, Soybu, CPR, Gyros, Heroes, Jackson's, Lysandia, Live Basil, and Applebee's, as well as Groove for their continued support of what we do here at CoachesAid.com, bringing amateur athletics to folks who can't always see it. It's our pleasure to do so, and it's a lot of fun as well. So after the 2-minute water break, we're going to get back to action now. 10 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Scotland with a 9-goal lead, 15-6 over Latvia. Latvia made a heck of a run there in the third quarter and started to narrow the gap. You thought maybe they were going to pick up some momentum and they were going to be carrying them into the fourth quarter, but Scotland said no. We're going to stop this nonsense now, and came charging back here in the fourth with 3 quick goals. And that's where we sit as we get ready to play here. Again, 10-19 to play, 15-6 in favor of Scotland. Quite a scrum there as this one finally squirted back out and going to be gathered up by number 34 for Scotland. That's John Goodwin. Goodwin will come off now after an excellent effort, giving his team possession. Jesse Fair with the ball for Scotland. He'll kick it down to the far wing to Buchanan. Now back to Fair. And to the point for Panisar. Panisar takes it around to the far wing. Now back in behind the crease. That's Fair. Over to Buchanan. Out to McBride. That's Jesse Fair. Try to make a move. He gets in behind the crease. That one off the stick. Corralled on that far wing there by Jesse Fair. That shot was out of bounds. Misses, but will be corralled down there by McBride. McBride behind the crease, getting things going here for Scotland. And that one poked away by the Latvia defense, and now the scramble is on. And that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Scotland. So Latvian ball, we've got a Latvian player slow to get up there, but he's going to be able to get up on his own power and get off the field. The play will continue. That's number 28, Carlos Trencalis. And now, turn over the other direction. Scotland with it now. And Ryan Sage, who's had a stellar game here, pair of goals and an assist. Gets it cross field there to Doug Freeman. Doug's going to carry it into the attacking zone, where he'll give it up to Ian Vickers. Vickers in the far corner, going to come around behind the crease. He gets it to McBride. McBride to Hayway. Now back to the point with Sage. And around the perimeter they'll go again. Carey dancing, trying to make something happen. Switching ends. From the point is Hayway, and Hayway's shot no good. Out of bounds. Scotland maintaining possession. And there's a good shot there. Kind of an awkward one, but I believe it was Hayway. I'll try to confirm that for you. It was. And that was, in fact, the case. So Dan Hayway gets a goal to go along with his assist. And Jordan McBride adding an assist to his totals for this morning. A little more than 6.5 to play here in the first match of the morning for us here. This one getting underway at 9:30 this morning. The only game we'll see played here on field number 4 today. And Latvia going to have the ball after the faceoff. Mentioned the only game we had intended to have another game coming your way on this field, but because of all the delays we had yesterday with the weather on all the fields, we've had to reschedule and remove some things around. So we're not really sure if we're coming or going and where we're coming or going to at this point, but we'll sort it out. Latvia with it in behind the Scottish goal. That was Lattis, Eli Lattis. Sorry, Lozda, my mistake. That's the second time I've done that today. Eli switching the side of the field now on the far side. Now back to the point as Latvia continues to work it around. Try to make something happen here. So that almost per malice 25 went on the attack. Laz's shot misses. Turnover now. Scotland with it, charging hard into the attacking zone. Now they'll pull back and wait for the substitutions as Buchanan comes on. And Panesar will be doing the same. Near corner now, that's back out to the wing and out to the point there. That's Panesar. He'll kick it to the far wing. That one mishandled by Fair, and good hustle there from Vickers to scoop that up. Scotland to maintain possession, and then they quickly lose it again. Here comes Latvia. 3.5 to go here. Running out of time, and they beat Harris on that one. That's number 55, Christopher Zarins. So 16-7 now, a 9-goal lead. Scotland not really happy with that, I don't think. I think they'd like to see play well defensively, particularly in the first half. Second half been a different story. So to the face-off we go with 3 minutes to go, and inside of 3 minutes, we'll see the clock stop. The rest of the game, you see a continuous clock, with the only exception of being the last 3 minutes of the game. Nice work there. Number 51, Reese Jeffrey, just working his tail off trying to come up with that ball, and his efforts are rewarded as a teammate able to come in and scoop that one up. And now Scotland will be able to go into clock eating mode here as they try to chew up as much of the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds as they can, and take a 9-goal victory with them for the rest of the day. Oh, and a shot there from McBride sailed high and over the right corner, far right corner there. Just a few inches high. Had he been able to get that one down a little bit, he certainly had the netminder beat. And here comes a ripping shot. It goes high into the net, misses. That from Matt Carey. Vickers will get the restarted here. Vickers, shot is stopped, but on the rebound, Vickers made a great shot and a good save from Lasses. But on the rebound, I didn't see who it was. Hold them on momentarily. We'll get that info. 56. So that's Jimmy McBride. Nice heads-up rebound goal there. And now a 10-point margin with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this matchup. Scotland with it now. Probably going to expect a lot of pressure from these Latvians, as they're going to want to get the possession back so they can try to score. And Scotland going to take their time back there deep in their own end, chewing up clock. Now across the midfield, it's Panesar. He's going to hold it. Not getting a whole lot of resistance from the Latvians at this point, as I think they're well aware of the writing that's on the wall. Panesar dodging in behind the crease. Now getting a little bit of resistance. And now we've got a whistle and a turnover.
102 on the clock.
So with 102 left, Latvia gets the ball back. I don't know if they can score 10 goals inside a minute. Certainly can't at this pace. That I'm certain of. Scotland going to notch another win. Won yesterday as well. Scotland going to get their second win of the tournament as they look to position themselves in pool play and get another, a good seed moving into the championship round. A lot yet to be decided here at the FIL World Lacrosse Championships, and that's going to do it. Scotland with a 10-point win over Latvia. Don't go anywhere. Plenty more lacrosse action headed your way throughout the day right here on CoachesAid.com. I'm Jeff Williams. Take care, and we'll see you later.